this is a channel, so I am standing here again. You may have seen me standing here in another video. That video was my everyday look. It was a how I do my makeup video, and I was thinking, and I thought I'd do one every month, so it'd be like a monthly makeup video towards the end of the month. If not the start of the next month, if I'm doing a different video that I wanted to do, or it's like seasonal or something, because I will do that. I thought I'd do one every month because my makeup's always changing and I'm like learning new tips and choosing new like eye makeup or a new lip colour that I'm loving, and then I'll change it again. So I just thought I'd do one every month just to show you how I'm doing my makeup. If you've seen it in vlogs or in videos and you want to know how I've done it. So let's get started. I am using a different foundation to the last one. I'm using the Bare Minerals Bare Skin one in the lightest shade. The shade is Bare Porcelain. You have to shake it before you use it. And then I'm also using the Perfecting Face Bare Minerals brush. So basically, you're supposed to pour it in there, but I don't like to. I've just realised I was doing that. I don't like to. I like to put a blob on the back of my hand about that much. I'll use more in a minute, probably. It looks quite dark on your hand, and then if you properly buff it into your face, it does become a lot lighter. So this has really, really good coverage. Really full coverage, which I like. Now with this foundation, I find you do have to use a powder. It doesn't dry very well. It still looks quite shiny on the skin. I do go over my entire eyelid and my eyebrows. I'm sorry if that makes it like disgusting. I don't put it over my lips because there's no point in doing that. This foundation, unlike the Wake Me Up one, does take longer to buff in if you want a proper flawless finished look. But I think that's me done my foundation. Okay, so now I'm going to take a giant fluffy brush, which if I do this it looks like a beard. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder in translucent, which is 001. So I'm just going to swirl that around and apply it to my face. I love this, what am I talking about? I love this powder. I've got quite oily skin, that's why I like to use a matte one. So next, now I've done like the powder and everything, I'm going to take some concealer and just go over where I think you can still see a little bit of redness, although there's really not much. I've done a little bit down here and obviously under my eyes. Well, we see this has a lot more of it has a much fuller coverage compared to the Wake Me Up one, the Wake Me Up foundation that I used. Next, I'm going to do a little bit of bronzer with a different, emphasis on different, big fluffy brush. Just going to swirl that around. This is I literally got this in Poundland. I thought it was a nice colour. This is actually my first bronzer and I still haven't bought another one. This is the Makeup Gallery Good to Glow matte bronzer, again with the matte. So I'm just brushing this on my cheekbones like that, and that's literally all because this is like a look for February and I don't want to look too like I've got bronzer on or like I've got a tan. Next, I'm taking a smaller fluffy brush, which makes me look like I have a smaller beard. I promise you it is a smaller one to this one. And I'm using, again, the Makeup Gallery Feeling Blush Blusher. I found this when I went to Poundland. And I didn't have a blusher. I was using the Bourjois one. I don't think there's a makeup video of me doing that. But I found it just, you had to really, really swirl it in to get the product out, whereas this one you really, really don't. And then I sort of like to brush the excess off away with my fingers because, you know, fingers always work better. Next, I'm going to do eyeshadow. Now, like I said earlier, this is a really pretty pink eyeshadow. So I'm actually using, this was one of the first makeup products I ever got. I don't use it much anymore because I've got big new ones. But I found it and I was like, this is perfect for this look. I hadn't used this one before. This is actually a Miss Sporty one. I've had this for ages, I know. It was, I don't know, like, oh, almost dropped it. Like £4, I don't know, really, really cheap. So I'm taking the pink, not silver, this is pink, Ellie, all over my lid. And it doesn't show up that much. It just gives it a nice little shimmer. I am also going to be using a little bit of this to go over the top. I am then taking the silver and putting that on the lower bit of the lid. I'm then taking a MAC 217 brush and blending the dark purple one up a little bit here, like that. I'm then gonna take this really pretty colour here on my fluffy brush and really dust it lightly all over the lid. And there we go. Can you see me? You can. There we go. Nice eye makeup with layers. I have dropped a brush. I really like it. I love this eye makeup. I think it looks so sweet. Okay, almost. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things left, but they are quick things, not like foundation or anything. And one of the 5, I don't know why I said that so weirdly. One of the 5 is eyebrows. So I am actually using the Tanya Burr Cosmetics. It's Perfect Brows. If you're watching me on YouTube, you've probably watched Tanya as well. I like to watch her. She's one of my favourite YouTubers, and I saw her using this one in a makeup tutorial that she was doing, and I was like, oh, that looks like a really good brand. Now, this makeup look, I'll do that so I don't blind you. This makeup look is a really, really weak, I don't want to say weak, a not so strong eyebrow. So I'm just taking a tiny bit of chestnut and dabbing that really, really, really into pebble like that. And then it will look like that on your brush. Giving it a little pat. And then taking it to my brow. So I'm just running this right through. I like to make a little arch. I'll just give it a little brush through. I'll brush this one as well. There we go. On this tiny brush, it's a Real Techniques one. I'm going to take a little bit of Fairy Cake under my brow, on the brow bone like that. Gives it a nice shimmer. And then also in the inner corners of my eye to really wake you up. Don't think I did that in the last tutorial. But yes, here are my brows. I don't know what's wrong with this chunk. Looks okay. I've got now 1, 2, 3, 4 things left now. And one of them is mascara. I'm just doing my eyelashes with, forgot, the Benefit They're Real lashes. I really like these. It has like this little jagged bit on the end. You can't see. This one never focuses. Believe me, it has these little jagged bits on the end to help. What I find that it really helps you get in these lashes. So I'm just coating my lashes with this mascara. I'm going for quite big lashes in this one. This look. Right, I'm then using their Real Tinted Primer by Benefit. It looks like this, and I just use this. I don't use it as a primer. I just use it for my bottom lashes, because that's the kind of rebel I am. Also, I think it looks a little bit too harsh on me. I don't know how it looks on you. I find it looks a little bit harsh using the black for your bottom lashes, but I like to use a brown. Okay, 2 more things left. First thing is lips. So I'm taking a Technique lipstick. It's like a pink champagne colour. This lip colour is definitely my favourite that I've ever done. So I'm just taking that really hard all over my lips. And then a little bit of the Max Factor 510 or 510 in English Rose that looks like this. And then just dotting it on my lower lip. And then my bottom. You don't want to be like really going over it hard. Just literally dotting it like that to give you a little bit of a pink colour. Last thing I'm going to use is, I actually like to do a little bit of primer first, because then I can see what I'd look like and then see if I actually need primer, because sometimes I don't. I can't tell until I've actually got my makeup on. So, tell you which one this one is in a minute. This one is the L'Oreal L'Oreal Paris Infallible mattifying base, but I didn't use it as a base, I use it as a top coat. And then sometimes I'll just take a little bit of, I dropped my brush, of that. Sometimes I'll just take a little bit of the powder that was left on the brush over if I'm looking too shiny. I'm like switching in between 2 primers at the moment. I can't choose which one's my favourite. I'm going to go and stand in the light now. This is my makeup look. I'm standing in really harsh lighting, so if I come over here, it's really pretty and pink, and probably my favourite makeup look that I've ever done. I'm really happy with it. I love it. Thank you for watching, and bye!